Buckeye fans, let's go, man. What a huge win for us today. We beat Penn State for the eighth straight time. A clean game, pretty much. I mean, you want to look at the slow start, yeah, but it's all about bouncing back, and that's what the Bucks did, man. You gotta love it if you're a fan. But Ohio State wins 20-13 over the Penn State Nittany Lions at Beaver Stadium. Or today it was Buckeye Stadium, but let's get dive into it, man. The biggest takeaways I had was the defense. They were clutch. They weren't great, but they were clutch. I mean, they held Penn State out of the end zone twice. I mean, they were near the goal line and they held them twice. That's especially on that last play, that fourth and goal, that breakup. I think it was I don't know if it was Birkin coverage. I forget who, but the defense, they stepped up against a pretty decent offense, and they got it done. And honestly, it wasn't like they were dominant on offense. Don't get me wrong. I mean, after their 2 touchdowns, they had 2 field goals. But that's just the kind of game that you're gonna expect against Penn State. The games between these two teams, even the last 8 years, they've been blowout. Some of them, 2022. I mean, we kind of took it to them. But last year it was 20-12. I mean, the games are always kind of close between these two. And freshman year I think it was 33-25 or something like that. So, it's one of those games. It's going to come down to the wire. It may not be the closest game, score wise or statistically wise, but it is Penn State, Ohio State, so you got to expect it. And coming out with a win at this point is just important. Our schedule gets brutal. We play. The one I'm most concerned about is Indiana, to be honest with you. But great execution from the offense, especially on those 2 touchdown drives. That was just beautiful. Just gotta love it, man. So those are my biggest takeaways. Offense and defense. And then I gotta say, some shout outs. I gotta give a huge shout out to Will Howard, because here's the difference between Will Howard and Kyle McCord. I mean, I think if Kyle McCord, if he had thrown that pick 6, I don't think the Buckeyes win this game. To be honest, I just think that he's just not mentally tough enough, and I think he would have just cried on the sidelines, probably transferred mid-game, if knowing him. Will Howard, I mean, he was calm, cool, collected. I know this is his hometown, so maybe that gave him a little bit of comfort, and maybe, this is a team that he grew up cheering for, so he had a little bit of, relaxation. This is where he grew up and all that, but still great to see. I mean, the mental toughness is something that we really need on this team. So, I think we have that an upgrade at quarterback from obviously a playing perspective, but also just a mental perspective. So you gotta love it. And then Quinshon Judkins, man. I mean, he brought the heat. He had some late game runs that were just crucial. I mean, you want to talk about after that 4th down stop. I mean, he drove down and he helped us, just secure the win. You just hand the ball out to him, and then he just went and got his own, man. So great job, Quinshon Judkins. Sorry, I said Jenkins. And then the Buckeyes defense, like I said, 2 huge red zone stops. That's what we need out of this team. And at this point, regardless of how it happens, you got to appreciate the fact that it's a win. So, got to love it, man. And then the keys to the game, here's how we won this game. I mean, obviously we outgained them, 385-310. The time of possession, we absolutely dominated. So, I think we set the pace. We did a good job in terms of, just keeping the game under control. And then the thing is, if you come out of this game, slow, you can't let it set the tone the entire game. And that's important. That's what we did. Obviously, the first 10 points went to Penn State, and then, we come out of the gate slow. It's all about bouncing back, man. So that's what, love to see it, man. And then I got to say, Penn State got to take one more victory lap. I got to say, man, even when we're vulnerable and we're coming off a loss against Oregon, a heartbreaking loss against Oregon, a struggle win against Nebraska, you guys have a better record. We're in your place. You're ahead of us in the ranks. You feel like you have kind of a mental edge. You still can't beat us. 8 straight years of this, man. 8 straight years. You guys haven't beaten us since 2016, and that was obviously I think that was a blocked field goal game, but that's the last time y'all beat us. So I just gotta say that, man. You guys can't beat us. Ohio's a better state than Pennsylvania. Ohio State's a better school than Penn State. All that, I can go on the list, man. I love it. Obviously the hatred doesn't compare to Michigan, but I don't like these guys at all. So it's great to get a win, man. But anyway, that's all I gotta say, man. You love to see the Buckeyes kind of coming out with a win. From a narrative perspective, they had a lot of things going against them. So it's great to get a win, man, on the road. So you guys have a good one, man. Go Bucks, as always. I'm going to do more of these, honestly. This is my first one. I know I kind of want to do a midseason recap. I kind of got lost with all the, the games that we should win. So it's I don't really think it's important to cover it. I mean, I think that when it comes to the Buckeyes, I mean, some of these games, they just should, they got to come out in business. So, but I will have more of this. Obviously, a Michigan one. That'll be post game. I don't care what the score is. If it's 60-0, if it's 57 7. I mean, I'm gonna cover that game. That's for sure. I mean, maybe against Indiana, but that Oregon game, I was close to doing a recap, but that just broke. That was heartbreaking. But anyway, I'm gonna enjoy the win for sure. You guys should too. Have a good one. Go Bucks.